Alright, Alvin, we're about halfway. What are you thinking of Mount Fuji hike? 6 years old, what do you think? Can a 5-year-old do it? Can Kaylee do it at 3?
No, she can't.
Are you sure, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe if we held her hand.
No, she definitely can't.
How old do you think you have to be to do this hike?
15. 18.
56.
28.
Okay, when you're 28, we'll do it, okay? I took my little brother and 8 and 6-year-old sons for a 2-day hike up Mount Fuji. We drove 2 hours from the outer Tokyo area to get to the Michinoeki Subashiri Road Station, where we could park our cars and take the bus up to the 5th station. You can't park directly at the 5th station during climbing season. Parking was free, but it cost about 2,000 yen and took 30 minutes for the bus ride. There's some oxygen you could buy, hats and Fuji climbing sticks. The food at the 5th station wasn't too bad, 1,000 yen. Climbing sticks are about 1,200, 1,500 yen, but I don't know. I recommend just buying the sticks at the top so you don't have to carry it all the way up. So here's the map. So this is where we just got dropped off at the 5th station. We're going up to Fuji. The dotted line is the down trail, which is a little different than the up trail. Toilet, 200 yen. And it begins the start of the Subashiri Trail. Something to keep in mind is there's no running water on Mount Fuji, so you have to pay for water and even to use the bathroom. And it gets more expensive the higher you go up. So even at the bottom, it's like 200 yen. And then, I don't think I ever saw it over 300 yen this time around. Yoshida Trail might be a little different. Yeah, I really like the Subashiri Trail. It's not as popular as the Yoshida Trail. I think it has like a 5th amount of visitors. So we just made it to the 6th station after 2 hours. Has it been 2 hours? Almost 2. No, an hour and a half. Yeah, last time I remember having to pay 2,000 yen just to fill up my camelbak. So this time I decided to carry a lot of water. I was carrying 2 gallons of water for myself and the kids. We ended up drinking the whole thing by the end of the hike, so I think it was worth it. Yeah, I really like the Subashiri Trail. There was a lot more things, the scenery changed. Yoshida Trail, I feel like you never saw any trees. There weren't as many huts or food stops along the way. There's a lot of mountain huts, a lot of restaurants. I don't know. I had Subashiri. I don't know. I don't remember so clearly 8 years ago. Good. But Yoshida Trail, I remember being boring and bland. And here, the scenery changed. So I would definitely recommend the Subashiri Trail, especially for kids. Yeah, I feel like, it wasn't too steep. It was pretty gradual the whole way up. It just seemed like a good hike for the kids. I mean, my kids are hikers, we take them hiking all the time. That's my 8-year-old. You saw the 6-year-old behind him. Oh, we saw this weird looking like dog, goat, wolf, coyote thingy. We were trying to spot them. But yeah, you can see they're just experienced hikers and they did great. Not a single, well, maybe a little bit of complaining on the way up. There's a warning for strange dog. Yeah, the complaining didn't really start till we had to wake him up at 2 o'clock in the morning after staying at the mountain hut. So we decided to stay at the Michinoeki mountain hut on the original 7th station. It was about 10,000 yen per person, so about like $70 per person with dinner and breakfast. We're about to get engulfed by a cloud. It's coming for us. Yeah, I think it was a tough hike for the kids, but they definitely enjoyed themselves too. Climbing in the shadow of Mount Fuji. Okay, we made it. 3,200 meters. Only 500 more meters to the top. Do that in the morning. For now, we're resting here. So when you book these mountain huts, you kind of think they're going to be like, I don't know, like a hotel. They make them sound that way, but really it's shoulder-to-shoulder sleeping bags. Food's pretty good, honestly. This curry that we had, I thought it was great. But yeah, it's not luxury. You're just sleeping bags. You're sleeping and then you're getting up early and you're going to see the sunrise. Okay, it's 2 a.m. Slept okay. These boys slept pretty good, surprisingly. Time to wake up. Hey, you. It's time. You ready to climb the mountain?
No.
Maybe no. That's the plan, isn't it? So we departed the original 7th station at 2:15 a.m. You can see Alvin was struggling there. He's really sleepy. We grabbed our breakfast bento boxes to go. And yeah, just every single layer we put on because it was cold. Luckily, it wasn't windy, so it wasn't too bad. But you definitely want to bring layers to Mount Fuji. Even August, it's cold. Yeah, Alvin definitely did not like getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning. But by sunrise, it was warm, and then he got happy. In the morning, 8th station, Tomoikan. Got food going, water bottles. How much is the water? How much is it?
500 per bottle.
Oh, yeah, still same, 500. Not the worst. Yeah, we reached the 8th station at around 3:30, and then the original 8th station at 4 a.m. By 4:20, we had reached a line to the summit. If there was no line, we probably could have gotten up there in 15 minutes to reach the summit, but it took triple the amount of time just because of the slow line. You're taking a step, waiting, taking a step, waiting. It just takes a really long time and just gets bogged down because of all the people climbing. Some people aren't coming from their huts. They're climbing from, since 10 p.m. the previous night to get up the mountain by the sunrise. Yeah, there's Alvin. Very happy boy. Yeah, if I were to do it again, I think I would have wished we woke up a little bit earlier, maybe at 1:30 a.m. and started the trek. Then we would have reached the peak before the sun came up, because it was definitely rising as we were climbing up, which was, I don't know, it was still cool because, from the Yoshida and Subashiri side, you can still see the sunrise as you're climbing, so it's not so bad. If you're coming from the Fujinomiya side, I think you'd miss it all. But we finally summited at 5:05, enjoyed the sunrise for a few minutes, got, ate our bento boxes. There's even a vending machine on Mount Fuji. But yeah, they have hot ramen. They have, yeah, I think we bought a bowl of ramen. It was, ooh, we made it to the summit. It's pretty busy over here. Somehow they brought vending machines up here. That's crazy. Made it to the crater, the center of Fuji. We made it. We at the peak, and it is pretty. We got the ocean. We got God's belly button. We got the sunrise. We got clouds. We got lakes. We got a lot of people trying to climb this mountain. Look at that line. Ooh, we made it. How does it feel, Valen?
Good.
How does it feel, Alvin?
Okay.
You want to do it tomorrow?
No!
So we enjoyed some of the bento breakfast, which was actually pretty terrible on the top of the mountain, even as hungry as we were. So decided to start the descent, but before we did, we stopped at the hut to grab some food. A lot of food options. I was surprised. Curry, udon, ramen, curry rice, and not so bad. A bowl of ramen for 1,000 yen at the top of Mount Fuji was really good. I'd recommend it for sure. And yeah, the descent down, it took less than half the time to climb up as it did to climb down. So a lot of that was because you're running down the mountains. So we stripped off all our clothes already. It's only 6:54, but it's heating up. The sun's blazing. I bought souvenir Fuji walking sticks for the boys at the top of Mount Fuji. And I think they're helpful, not running like this,
so
but walking down the
junction of the Subashiri and the Yoshida trailhead. And we're gonna take the Subashiri down. Yoshida is the popular one, about 4 times as popular as any other trail.
Yeah, I think the kids really enjoyed the down section of the Subashiri Trail. It's made for kids, I would say. It's made for those young joints, those young knee joints. Because yeah, look at this. You can just really just hop down the mountain. And there's a long section of this. I only recorded it like a minute here, but it keeps going and going and going and going. So if you're up for it, you can have a lot of fun going down, or slip a lot. And you're constantly just getting things in your shoes.
Dad, do you see how much sand that is?
Mount Fuji.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video and hope to help you make your decision on whether to bring your kids up Mount Fuji. I think it was great. We had a great time. It won't be easily forgotten, that's for sure. Okay, guys, have a good one. Subscribe. Godspeed.